All Kerry. Referee blows his whistle. Kerry win the All-Ireland.
Would you please welcome the player of the year this season and All-Ireland winning champion, the Kerry man, Paul Galvin. Paul, how you doing? Good, Paul. Very nice to meet you. Good man. Sit down there, Paulie. Wow. Look at the legs on that. With the skinny jeans and all.
I was looking at the fitness of you, right? And I was saying that if you're so fit, right, that if you made love to somebody that wasn't fit, you'd do them an injury. You're that kind of like...
Fair, Paul. Do you know what I mean? That's a high level of fitness. There's a high level of stamina.
Well, I'll tell you what. I know a teammate, I won't name him, and he actually injured himself. He actually injured himself in bed.
Was he in position or out of position?
It was a bad injury, no, I'll tell you that much.
Paul, listen. All-Ireland champions, Kerry. You won it, you did it the hard way, but then on top of that, you got crowned Player of the Year. Like, that was surely the icing on the cake, is it?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, the main prize, Sam is the main man in Kerry and everywhere in Ireland, and we took the scenic route, I suppose, you know, which we tend to do in Kerry, and managed to get there, fell over the line, I suppose, but that was the main objective, and the personal accolades were nice. They were badly wanted, of course.
And Player of the Year, but you're the best Gaelic footballer in the country at the moment, like, Paul.
You could even say he's probably, not only is the best footballer in the country, but he's possibly the best footballer in Africa.
In the world.
The best Gaelic footballer in the world.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't argue with that.
It's a great honour.
I'd fantasise about being a manager, you know. I'm very interested in how you motivate, like, what kind of stuff is said to you. So you have a group of sweaty men, and they come in and they're after being beaten by Longford, and they're all going... what is said to you to make you focus, or do you go on team training, group, like, would you all head off to a brothel in London and all catch a disease, and that'll bond you there for the season or something, or...
It's the story with the skinny jeans, ladies and gentlemen. Because I'll tell you one thing, you wouldn't see a Meath player wearing a pair of jeans like that. They get a beating. How can you get away with that out down in Kerry with the likes of Ogie Moore and Mikey Sheehy and the bomber listing and all the boys looking at him with the skinny jeans?
Don't worry, Hector, I hear enough about him from my teammates.
Listen, Paul, we can't go any further. Like, you know, Player of the Year, winning Sam Maguire. Last year wasn't such a good year.
I saw the incident, Paul. Right? And I have to say, now, I missed it at the time. You've nothing to be afeard of here, right? I couldn't believe that such a furore was created over something that, if you saw it in a girls' primary school playground, you'd say nothing. It seemed to be the most incidental, most ridiculous thing to have a fuss about. As the man at the centre of it, what were your feelings when it was going on?
I could have done with you up in Croke Park when I was going in front of all those disciplinary committees. I could have done with somebody with that kind of a point of view. Anyway, sure, I suppose, I don't know. I mean, I probably overreacted a bit, I suppose.
Paul, was there bad tackles going in? Was there busted noses? There was tackles going in the first 15 minutes. Clare were hopping into you, and lads were getting busted noses and bad tackles, and you said to the referee, are you going to do something about this? And that's what got you going, isn't it?
That was an issue that I had, and I never spoke subsequently. I just kept my counsel afterwards, but Declan got a punch in the nose early on that left him bleeding, and the ref didn't do anything, and the ref passed me out, and Declan was on the ground bleeding.
Looking for his nose, going...
I mean, I tried to speak to the guy, and as captain of the team, he passed me out, and I said, like, are you going to leave that go? And it was the non-communication that kind of got me going.
But Paul, if that was rugby, the game would have been stopped, there would have been a warning, the two captains would have been taken together, it would have been seen on camera. Do you think that's something that...
Yeah, I feel that's a major point, and I feel, you know, look, I'm not here to slate the ref or whatever, you know, but I felt he was way off the mark on the day, and that non-communication is not acceptable.
Were you hung out to dry? Were you used as a scapegoat? Did they go to town on you, Paul, for no reason at all?
Yeah, you know, looking back, like, I kept my counsel at the time, but looking back now, I felt it was over the top, and I felt they really they were going to do me either way, and I could feel it when I went in front of these meetings. You know, I could feel the kind of, you know, I was going to be done. And well,
was it like a courtroom situation?
I mean, they wouldn't look at me.
Is it because you're different, Paul? You're not the normal mould. You're not the normal mould.
I don't know.
Do you know what I mean?
The punishment was a bit harsh, I felt, but you know, look, I mean, yeah, I had a bit of previous. Maybe that's what got me in the end, maybe.
Tell me this now, you're the Gaelic equivalent of people like Stephen Gerrard and Roy Keane and these people. And you look at them, right, and their misses are in Hello magazine, and they're multi-millionaires, and they have whatever they want. Everyone talks about, oh, you're fantastic. Do you ever think, like you're a teacher, do you ever think, Jesus lads, I have reached the ultimate in my sport, like they have in theirs, but my rewards are much less. Does that ever bother you?
Yeah, I suppose it would be nice. Like, it would be nice. Now, there are perks.
You'd love to be in Hello magazine.
Outside Top Shop in Tralee.
Big double spread.
Paul Galvin spotted at Woody's.
The money would be nice, obviously that's not there. But I mean, I don't know for how much longer the GA can justify the income that they're earning and, where players are at. The way I see things going, it's going to be hard for them to hold off on amateurism because, I mean, if somebody described me as an amateur, I'd be insulted, that kind of way.
Yeah.
In how I prepare. I wouldn't like to be. I mean, if I described you guys as amateurs, you wouldn't like it. It's not derogatory.
Well, we wouldn't like it, but it might be accurate.
Come here, Paul. Can I ask you? And another thing is, Paul, you're tattooed, and you have a lot of religious tattoos. Or are you the only tattooed Kerry footballer there?
Am I the only tattooed? No, we've a new guy in, the new sub goalie this year.
What did he
get? He took a lot of heat off of me, and he caused a lot of conversation in the dressing room because he came in with a big one all over his back.
You're like myself now, Paul, if I may say so. I mean, apart from the obvious physical likenesses that we share, we're mad for religious tattoos. Now, let me tell you what I have now. You've a few religious tattoos?
I have, yeah.
Right now, I have Jesus here. Do you have a Jesus?
I have a Jesus on the way, funny enough. I have a Jesus on the way.
Jesus on the way?
This is a work in progress here, and I have a Jesus on the way for this side.
Hang on, whoa. It says a Jesus on the way.
Baby Jesus.
Jesus in transit.
Are you pregnant with the next Jesus? Is that what you're saying to me? Paul Galvin, pregnant. I have a Jesus on the way. What do you mean by that?
Actually, funnily enough, my school that I'm in, I replaced the last priest in the staff. So I was thinking that must be some kind of a practical joke on God's part or something, I don't know.
Agus is múntor gaige.
Is múntor gaige, yeah.
Constá na páistí, constá.
Tá sé gomtach, yeah.
Páistí no, bunscoil or manscoil?
Manscoil, yeah.
Right, and how do you motivate a load of 16-year-olds on a Monday morning?
Yeah, tá sé decker, yeah, it's tough. I mean, for yourself, Hector, right, to be honest, I think has done loads for the Irish language. I show you...
Not as much as Des Bishop, but he's done a bit. Hector, if I can come in here now. If I can come in here, like, in fairness, you kind of got everybody, but Des really took it professionally, and he took it.
Serious? He took it to a different level.
Tommy, how's your Irish?
How's my Irish? My Irish would be functional. Like, if a guard was hitting me, I could get him to stop. Or if I found a drunk nun in my bedroom, I'd be able to phone her superiors and tell her. Why I'd be speaking Irish for that, I have no idea. Tanyat Gaige Agam.
Would you please give it up for the greatest footballer of the season, Paul Galvin? Now, we'd like to introduce a singer who we played many a time.